With 30 shopping centers and 70,000 employees, SM has been called the Walmart of the Philippines. SM in fact stands for Shoe Mart, and that's how it began 50 years ago, with Chinese immigrant Henry C. opening a tiny shoe shop. Hans C. is one of 6 children, helping their father Henry run the conglomerate that emerged from that shoe shop.
That became a department store. After which, when we were building more department store, he ran out of shopping centers. So it was very easy for us to go into a shopping center business.
Today they have some of the biggest shopping centers in the world, including the 3rd largest, Mall of Asia, built on a vast tract of reclaimed land fronting Manila Bay.
It's really actually designed for both rich and poor. You go there, you don't get intimidated. You won't be, you're not forced to buy something.
Mall of Asia encompasses the country's largest convention center, its only IMAX 3D cinema, and its only Olympic-sized skating rink, as well as some 600 shops and waterfront views of Manila's spectacular, pollution-tinged sunsets. Aside from Manila residents, it attracts busloads of Filipino and foreign tourists every day.
We took advantage of some of the shortcomings of the government. You see, people don't have place to go here. So when we built our mall, it's a replacement of parks. And that's where we're really ripping it in.
And that they are doing, even though the average per capita income in the Philippines is only around $1,700 a year. Last year, net income from SM's mall business rose 10% to $140 million, eclipsing what by Philippine standards was pretty stellar economic growth of 7.3%. Since the Asian financial crisis, the country's growth has been fueled by domestic consumption, driven mostly by remittances from the more than 8 million Filipinos working overseas. That reliance on domestic spending reflects serious shortcomings in the economy, but it can have advantages.
It is a reflection of the weakness in exports, as well as the lack of FDI over the years. But in certain cases, particularly this year, it proves to be a strength, because then it doesn't introduce too much volatility into our economy.
So far this year, Filipinos working overseas have sent home 15% more money than in the same period last year. Remittances are expected to easily top $15 billion. That's up from only around $6 billion in 2001. SM was quick to spot the trend, and it has consciously targeted the families of overseas Filipino workers, whom they figure account for roughly half their total sales. People like these sisters can go to counters at SM malls to pick up the money that their nurse mother sends home from Saudi Arabia.
It's very accessible if we go here to get the money, because I know that it's very safe since I was inside the mall. And actually, since I was in the mall, I can go shopping and go to grocery for the foods, to buy things we needed at home.
Analysts credit SM with changing the face of retailing in the Philippines.
They provided the market, they provided the physical space for Filipinos to enjoy some sort of improved lifestyle. I expect them to grow much faster than the economy.
Mall of Asia aside, SM's other malls didn't start out as among the world's largest, but underwent multiple expansions as demand grew. It's an approach very much in line with the C family's philosophy.
We're a very focused company. We're also a very conservative company. We don't just jump into opportunities that we see without really understanding it. I guess that was really the key formula of our success.
SM is now expanding into China, again gradually and cautiously, but it still sees plenty of potential at home. In fact, the C's say that their only regret about the 2-year-old Mall of Asia is that they didn't build it even bigger.